Hey guys, welcome back to Yankee Valley Outdoors. And in today's video, I want to show you guys my hybrid chestnut trees that are finally starting to produce nuts. So let's get right into the video. So right here we have one that is growing quite well. These trees are getting up there pretty good with my tree boxes. Got another one right here, growing up pretty good. Growing up pretty straight because of the boxes, of course, which are starting to fall apart, but that's beside the point. They'll last a little bit longer. Then we got another tree in there, right there. Then we got one right beside this one. Now, obviously, you can see the height difference in the ones that have a box and the one that don't. The ones that don't have a box, obviously, are getting eaten off. Then we got our butternut right here. But what I want to show you is there are a couple chestnuts on this tree down here. There might have been one on these ones, but they're not there anymore. So I also have another tree down the hill. It had some on it, but they're not on it anymore, so this kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Right here we got another butternut. I know these trees are close together. I was young. I still do stuff like that. So up here we got a chestnut, which is, there might be a chestnut in it, who knows. Hopefully we had proper pollination, but you never know if you do. Then we got two right there that are not ready yet, if there is anything in them at all. Now the goal for today is just to knock this one off and see if there's anything in it. So I'm gonna find something to knock it off with. All right guys, I knocked it down. Now from what I can see, there was no viable nuts in it, just these ones that are kind of like this. I mean, there might have been one in the middle. Oh, yeah, there's another one of these. Yeah, so no viable nuts. These ones do not have, obviously, they were not pollinated properly, They didn't have any pollen to actually be able to create the nuts. So my theory for that, since this fell off right here, is that maybe these trees both had male flowers, or maybe all had female flowers. That could be, that's just my hypothesis. Since they're so close to each other, I would assume they would have been able to pollinate, but we got one dud so far. There's two on here. There looks like there might be something in those, but maybe not, because these ones usually have big nuts, so who knows. But I just say that's my hypothesis, that maybe the flowers were both female or both male. I'll have to look it up and see what happens sometimes. But they were so close together, and I know that one had pollen on it, and this one did too. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I figured there would have been at least one nut in there, but I guess not. But these trees are growing quite well. Hopefully they don't interfere with our American chestnut project in the future, since the American chestnuts are way up that hill back there, but still maybe a little too close for comfort when it comes to cross-pollination. But it's awesome to see that these trees that I planted from seed are this tall. That's just awesome. Now, if you're just getting into chestnut trees, I wouldn't recommend growing American chestnut trees. I know I'm all into American chestnut trees, but if you're just growing the trees for if you're growing the trees for a food plot tree, I'd say go with hybrid trees. Just because you don't have to worry about the blight then. They can still get blight, but it's less likely, and they grow pretty fast. Now, I know American chestnuts can grow faster too, but if you're into this and you just want to you want trees that get it well established fast, I'd say go with hybrids versus going with American chestnuts. Unless you want to put a lot of dedication into growing American chestnut trees, then I'd say, unless you want to do what I'm doing and trying to start a project to bring them back, I'd say you can grow some hybrids and maybe throw some Americans in there too. But if you want to watch trees grow and less a chance of them dying, hybrids, I would say, are the way to go. Some people may disagree with me on hybrid survivability, but I think hybrids grow pretty good. I've seen some really big hybrids, and then I've seen some bushy, sick ones that obviously got sick pretty fast. But overall, they're a fun tree to grow. And then I got my butternut right there beside it. I should have a lot more butternuts this year, hopefully. But yeah, this hybrid tree right here is as old as the other ones are. it was tortured in a pot for years. I have the video back on my channel somewhere if you go searching for it. It had a nut on it, but sadly it fell off somewhere and I did not see where it went. So no nut on this tree, but it had one. We're starting to produce. Next year should have quite a few. This tree actually died once. As you can see, right there's the original stock. It died once and then came back. I guess it was a cold snap, not really sure. But it seems to be doing decent. I have a few more in here. Somewhere in these drawers and whatever these things are. These weeds. Yeah, right here is another one. It has tires around it just so the deer don't mess with it. Then there's another one or two in there somewhere. But yeah, they're doing decent. This one should have should do good next year with nuts. It had one on it this year, so maybe next year will be a good year. Well, that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you guys for watching my video on my hybrid chestnut trees that are finally starting to produce nuts. Maybe not getting very many this year, but next year should be a good year for these little trees. It's cool to see something I planted 5 or 6 years ago, how tall they've gotten, and just in general, how good they're doing. Really cool to see the fruits of your labor when you plant a tree and you watch it grow. And maybe someday I'll be seeing trees like this. That's the goal. Just watching them grow, and then I guess by the end of your life, just to see how much they've grown, and a lot of them will live on past you. Probably not American chestnuts, hybrid chestnut trees, but other trees like oaks and stuff definitely have a good chance of living past your lifespan. And I mean, even American chestnuts, but hybrid chestnuts as well. Not sure the exact range of lifespan of an American or of a hybrid chestnut tree. I think it's like 60-ish years. I could be wrong. I'll correct myself. But yeah, very cool to see the fruits of my labor, and just happy planting, guys. Because like you can see how tall they get just in a short amount of time. Just my message for everyone is, if you're going to plant a tree, do it as soon as possible. That way you can see all of the growth. Don't plant trees later in life when it's too late to see all the growth of the trees. You want to plant earlier in life, so that way the trees can reach their full potential, not full potential, but they can reach a lot of potential before the end of your life, and you can just see the fruits of your labor with the growth. Now, if you're old, definitely plant trees too, because they'll be here long past you, and you can even see them grow. But you want to start earlier in your life with planting trees. So thank you guys for watching my video on my hybrid chestnut trees and seeing them starting to produce nuts. These trees may actually have slower growth than they're supposed to, because I think for the first year they were getting eaten off, so there's like a foot or two that's down on their growth. I don't think I found out that they actually grew, because I put them in the ground, and then I think I discovered them a year after the first year, so they were growing on their second year, I believe, when I found them. So there's a year right there that they were probably getting eaten off and stuff. So that's why they don't have as much growth as they do. They have a lot of growth, but they would be even taller than what they are. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe for more content. And as always, keep it electrified. I'll see y'all later. Happy planting.